Hello and a very good morning to everyone. So a quick recap of what we've seen this morning, and it was pretty quiet overnight in terms of news flow. However, European cash markets opening ever so slightly higher, notable good performance in Barclays following their earnings report, so they opened up around 4%. So since then we've had quite a few comments and a response from the Draghi comment that we saw yesterday. So he did note that the ECB will do all within its power to preserve the euro, and with that we saw quite a bit of optimism return to the market. So since then we've seen Germany say that on the same lines Germany will also do all that's in their power. So with that we saw similar moves to the Draghi comment yesterday. We saw Eurodollar gaining ground, moves high in terms of the European cash markets, and a bit of downside in the fixed income. In terms of the yields on the peripheral bonds today, Spanish is back below 7%, so has seen a bit of choppy trade, but does remain around yesterday's low. Italian yields have creeped ever so slightly higher despite opening lower, below 6%, now back above that level. However, BTPs have been weighed upon by the supply that's coming to market on Monday from Italy in their 3, 5 and 10s, looking to raise around 5.5 billion, so just causing some downside in the BTP pricing. Now, as well as that German government comment, we've also seen reports from French press today. That's in paper Le Monde. They said that the ECB is preparing to buy Italian and Spanish debt. So it is the ECB rate decision next week, and also press conference. Has been speculation around that, considering the comments we saw from Draghi yesterday that they may reactivate the S&P. So this story in fitting with that, however, did cause market moves, quite a few headlines coming down, and again just adding to upside in the euro currency across the pairs and crosses, and also in the equity markets. So looking ahead, the key headline bit of data will be out of the US, and that's at 1:30 London time, so 7:30 in Chicago. That's the GDP advanced Q2 reading. So current consensus is for a downward reading from the previous, which came in at plus 1.9 to come in at plus 1.4 today. So that'll be interesting to see that. Again, any sort of downside reading out of line from forecasts could see some aggressive moves. And also considering we have the Fed rate decision next week and comments from Bernanke, we could see some more speculation of QE back on the table if this reading is particularly poor. But for the time being, that is enough from me. We'll have another video for you shortly. But in the meantime, have yourself a great afternoon.